But I wasted all. And so my naked heart was laid before them, stripped and torn. All the self-conceit was somewhere lost forever. So now I'm buried deep inside. Take me out. Take me all alone. And deceive me all alone. When suddenly you were gone. All right. How are we? Hello. Hello, New Zealand. I'm back. The concentration camp coffee is alright. Anyway, tonight we're talking about what it's like to be in a New Zealand Fema camp and natural law. I'll share a little bit of my experience. I'm gonna try keep my Facebook page, so I'm gonna have to come up with some poetic ways of explaining what's happened. And guide you guys through what it's like to be on the inside if you find yourself on the inside, and how to go about it in a graceful and classy way. Today I arrived back in New Zealand from the US. Oh, sorry, I'm rude. I'm just checking a message quick. Okay. Oh, this is very, very important. Yeah, so what happened was I was traveling around on the planes. That was all good. Landed in Auckland, and we were told that we're going to be put on another flight to Christchurch. When I was boarding the flight to Christchurch, the flight attendant told me to wear my mask over my nose, and at that point I said that I'm applying for an exemption, or I have an exemption. Word travels very quickly, because when I got to Christchurch, you get off the plane and you go for some health screening where they ask you a bunch of questions about if you got a sore throat and all this flu stuff. I then went to request to see a nurse because I wanted to apply for an exemption, which I don't actually need to apply for even. But yeah, I just sort of play with the universe and see how people deal with things. Then I explained that I was a victim of satanic ritual abuse, and that wearing a mask over my entire face causes anxiety and panic attacks. And yeah, I mean, you can't fucking breathe. Like, I have trouble breathing with a mask over my face. And if you are informed, you will know that these things, masks do not, don't do anything, guys. And there's so many things. I always say that, like, you have any questions, let me know, and I can point you in the right direction. Um, so anyway, the nurse scribbled down some things, and she said, "Okay, well, we'll be in touch." Um, they take you through screening, they check your bags, they get you to fill out this piece of paper, which is my evidence because I can show you guys now. That I ticked no on this form. If I can just find it now. Here we go. I ticked no. There's one question when you get off the flight. If required to do so, will you enter and remain in managed isolation or quarantine? Yes or no? And you can clearly see there. Ooh. Ah. I'll get it back up. Number 17. Can you see? Anywho, so I ticked no. So that means I'm here voluntarily just for the comedy show that we're doing. I'm filming a comedy show. So I'm volunteering to be here. And it's funny because 3 different officials checked this form and they never spotted the fact that I ticked no. So then you get on the plane. When the plane lands, military personnel come on board and they tell you that you'll be getting off the plane and getting your bags and getting on a bus. And the military is busy helping escort people, carrying bags. Bus takes you to this concentration camp, I call it, heavily guarded with fences and cameras and military and police. And you come in and you answer some more questions, and you get shown your room. So I'm in the room, not allowed to leave apparently for 2 days at least, once you get your first test. And that's where things started, because I got a call in my room here from a nurse asking more about why I don't want to wear the mask. And at that point, I said to her that I'm invoking my inalienable rights, rights that were given to me under natural law, rights that can never be taken away. I also said to her that whatever guidelines they're following here in this concentration camp has no jurisdiction over natural law. I also said to her, and she's very interested, and this is the way you got to keep it classy, because if you lose your cool, you're fucked. So she seemed very interested because I guess she's never come across this information. I said to her that everyone in government is actually 4 tiers down from natural law, and government officials swear an oath. They swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, and the constitutions are brought into existence under 4 tiers under natural law, which is stated in the history of law, and the government can't bring in anything that stands above that. So the nurse was very interested, and she asked me to send an email explaining, in writing, how I do not consent to wearing the mask. But I actually said as well, I was like, "Hey, look, I'll be very compassionate and I'll actually wear it halfway just to be compassionate for all the other fearful people in this building." Um, but yeah, so I did that. She was very interested. Um, and I was just hanging out here. Then the nurses came to the door and wanted to do a test. And I actually recorded everything because they're committing fraud, medical fraud. So it can be used in court because my nose actually got injured. The nurse, I don't even know. One of them said they do this all day, but I don't know because she stuck it horizontally. I don't know how you do a test when you stick something horizontally, like up someone's nose. It hurts now. Um, So yeah, I said that I didn't really want to. I wasn't going to consent to the test where they go all the way up the nose, and that I would be doing a swab, or I would provide a blood sample if they wanted that. Happily do that. You can pick up viruses in a blood sample. Then they say, no, we only do that for people who actually have it. So I was like, oh, okay, that's funny because I'm perfectly healthy. Anyway, I mean, you're in the driver's seat here. You know, you're in the driver's seat if you know natural law. Anyway, I did give it a go and it didn't work. I said to her, I'll tell you when to stop when I can't no longer take it. And it didn't go too far and it was hurting. So I told her to stop. I can't do it. Um, and then they went away. And then later I got another call asking, I think, if I wanted to give the test another go. And I said, well, you know, I'm happy. I was trying to bargain, you know, trying to tell the nurse very nicely that I can't take the test now. Like my nose hurts from the first one, and I don't really need to take the test either. But they said if I don't take the test, then I got to stay 10 extra days longer, and my outside time, my exercise time, will be cut short as punishment, I guess. Um, and again, you don't need to be here if you don't want to. I'm just shooting my own little documentary here. So yeah, I'm also prepped for when the people in the blue, you know, the people that's just doing their job that like to wear the blue, they might come around. And the people wearing the green and brown, you know, those people wearing green and brown, that's just like, oh, I'm just doing my job. They might come around, my brothers, you know, my brothers. And again, nothing against you if you want to wear blue all the time. Nothing against you if you want to wear the green and brown outfit. It's just, you know, this is what I'll ask you. Are you acting under oath? Are you acting under oath? Because if they're acting under oath, then they're going to be in the movie. I'm going to video you, and I can, because if you're wearing blue and you're wearing green and brown, then you're committing a crime as a servant. If you're wearing blue or you're wearing green and brown, you're a servant. You're my servant. Remember? And I'm nice, you know. I'm nice. I'm compassionate. But that's right. You're an oath taker. And your salary comes from the wolves. And so then I can video you, and as a guy, you know, if you touch me, or you handcuff me, I do not consent to you touching me or handcuffing me. And if you touch me, you're acting outside of your oath, and that's unlawful. And that's 5 years in prison for the charge or the crime of battery. So then you're entering into a contract if you touch me, and or if you handcuff me, and I nominate the rate of 100 New Zealand dollars a minute. If that's going to happen, and I'm not going to pay any fines, and I will charge every hour for the case, and which will go to the High Court, and I will win, because what they're doing is unlawful. It's unlawful detention. So that's that covered, and a little bit more about this is about digital identity, if you guys didn't know. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people, it's like, oh yeah, it's not mandatory yet, so it's fine, just relax on name. And I'm having fun here. I love sharing. I'm just sharing. And also the food shortage that's coming. Don't say I didn't tell you. Do not say I didn't tell you. Ay. I'm still reminding people, oh, remember when I said this was coming? And then they're like, nah, that'll never happen. Come on. There's no food shortage coming. Oh, well. Yep, so that's what they have in store for you if you're a good little citizen. But for those who want to wake up, yeah, keep sharing. I saw they're having a nice little get-together family reunion on Saturday. I can't be there because I'm reporting from the inside. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Luciferase, that's the bioluminescence dye that they're going to be injecting. So yeah, good luck with that if you're frothing at the mouth to get one of those things. Again, no judgment. I'm just here sharing what I know. Watching everything unfold, because it's mathematical code. You see, if you understand the fabric of the universe, it's all mathematical code unfolding. But it's also quantum, you know, so you can sort of play a role in what you want to see in the world. Anyhow, I'll be reporting back daily updates. And remember, guys, the only thing that's real is love, and fear is a dream.